said it, big guy. It's you, because you're the South Jersey talk show king.
Well, I understand other stations are inaugurating talk shows around my time slot tonight because they realize we have such a vast audience.
Well, if they're smart, they won't do it at your time slot because they won't have an audience.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, anything else on your mind, Uncle Richard?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, there's one little other weird thing I wanted to interject tonight, and it's a little off-key, but I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Well, we're getting more into this discrimination thing. I came across a weird situation a little while ago. I just bought a house, and I was talking to my realtor. Did you know in the state of New Jersey that when you advertise property, I'm sure that you've looked through multiple listing books and real estate circulars, you see a description of a property. It'll say eat-in, kitchen, 3 bedrooms, master bedroom, walk-in closets, fireplaces. They give these descriptions of all different parts of the house. Did you know that in New Jersey, it is now against the law by the New Jersey State Real Estate Commission to use certain descriptions of certain parts of a house because it's discriminatory?
Crazy.
Get this. It is illegal to advertise, if you're a realtor, that you have a walk-in closet. You cannot say you have a master bedroom. Seriously. $250 fine every time you do it. Do you get that?
I get it.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to invite you to my Christmas and engagement party.
Really?
In Philadelphia. I'm getting engaged, yes.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
So, if I don't call you and I don't have your address, make sure you drop me a call at my private line in Philadelphia. You have it.
Right.
And I'll send you an invitation for the 22nd of December.
Wonderful.
If you want to come to Philadelphia.
Oh, Ron, I spend every day in Philadelphia.
I would have had the party in Atlantic City, but, I spent enough days down here in Atlantic City. I thought we'd get up in the Philadelphia area near my fiance's hometown, okay?
That would be a good idea, yes.
All right, listen, give me a call, drop your address off on my line in Philadelphia, and you will be invited.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Rich. We'll talk to you later in the show.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, you're live with RJ here at New Jersey Open Mic America. Hello.
Good evening, RJ.
Good evening. How are you?
How are you?
Oh, pretty well.
Where is your engagement party going to be? Around?
In Philadelphia.
Right.
City Line Avenue area.
Very familiar.
Okay. Near channels 6 and 10.
Oh, Adams Mark?
Near there. We don't want to say it. A lot of uninvited guests will appear.
Does the number 12 ring a bell?
No, what do you mean? Channel
12 Caesars?
Oh, unbelievable, this girl. This girl knows how to pinpoint. They'll have helicopters flying over, the Channel 6 and Channel 10 helicopter.
Yeah, and you could do like what's her name did and write something in the sky.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
But anyway, what else is on your mind besides my engagement to be married?
That's very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, really.
Go ahead.
What do you think about Nicole's younger sister?
I think she has guts. I think it's overdue. And I think they should have spoken out from the very beginning. You remember when I said it on this show 3 months ago when they made the appearance on the network show, The Whole Family? I said they were too nice, too cordial, and it wasn't believable that they believed that O.J. was innocent. It was it was obviously orchestrated. They didn't want to influence the jurors, but they've been influenced by every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So why not speak their mind and know that obviously she was abused? And they even denied knowing it. Now they know all about it. Now they realize when she told them it wasn't a joke. The black eyes, the bruises, the humiliation. She was thrown out of the house bodily, the sister-in-law by O.J.,
Right, and the youngest sister is now speaking out.
Sure, it's about time. And she got $50,000 this week from the organization, if you remember.
Great, yes.
To help battered women in the USA. And I thought that was very nice. I congratulate her for speaking out. It takes guts. I think she called for O.J. to do the right thing. Stop wasting everyone's time. I called for it 3 months ago. I said he will stand up in court, admit the whole thing. He did it, and maybe they will go easy on his sentence. And I think he will admit his guilt after the court case gets underway in January and he realizes he's not making headway. I predict, as I did before, we'll look back at my tapes, that O.J. will admit that he's guilty.
I think he already has, RJ.
I think in a lot of ways he has, but
yeah, did you hear about the the warden in
Yes.
the jail?
Yes, and also the other inmates that overheard him speaking to Rosie Greer.
Right.
Rosie Greer is the football player turned religious. I helped to march with him with Trinity Broadcasting out there at 20th Century. You remember, Joe, at the Universal? At Universal, I was there, and of course they had the new picture that was coming out, was called The Last Temptation of Jesus, remember? So they marched, and Rosie was there. Rosie was a big friend of OJ's, and I remember that he was going to become a minister in those days, and that's about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. So what we really found out that Rosie was visiting OJ. Someone overheard from the cubicles in the prison where you speak to the prisoners. It was coming over that he really admitted to Rosie that it looks like everything was stacked against him, and he would look like that he would want to come to sincerity or honest evaluation and say, yes, I did it.
Well, it will come out. And also, his friend Al Callings is now selling his Jeep, apparently.
Why?
I don't know. That's a new thing. Nobody knows. A big offer. Somebody offered him a big, big
Not the
amount
Jeep that he ran around with him in, the white one.
Right.
That one they're going to sell?
No.
The
that
Bronco?
One,
The Bronco was OJ's.
yeah.
Collins was a different Jeep, is it not?
Yes, it
What's
is.
the difference, I guess he can't sell that. They're using that yet for evidence. That's under lock and key. Is it?
I don't know. For some reason, there was a Jeep that was, a white Jeep that was being sold. There was an offer made. I don't know what's going on about it.
Unbelievable.
But people will do anything.
Well, the only joke matter, I was watching Sally Jesse Raphael yesterday, and she had this psychic on predicting that he had found on the, did you see the show maybe? I don't know if you did, but really found something on the lawn before the police arrived, and he brought it out. It was a knife, and he had never turned it over to the authorities. And believe it or not, then they all fingered it on the show, and Sally said maybe we shouldn't have touched it. And it was so true. It was ridiculous that they had found this knife. It was a second knife. And this was claimed on the Sally Jesse Raphael show yesterday, which I thought was totally ridiculous. The psychics that predict things just to try to get an audience. And, Kenny Kingston was on there and all of them. And it's just unbelievable that they would have information. And, everybody's making predictions of what really happened. There were two murderers there, two knives. And I disagree with all those psychics' evaluation of what happened.
I do too. I think they do anything for money.
I think it was one person maybe. I think the first person who got killed was Mr. Goldman, Ron Goldman. Nicole came out. She was startled by the noise of the dog, and then I think she was the second victim.
I agree, and I also think that somebody drove him there. I just have.
Maybe someone was in waiting at the.
Yep, had no idea that he was going to murder. It was not a thing that they talked about. I think he was just driven. He's probably said he had to pick up something or whatever.
All right. Well, the guy has not one shred of evidence. As I said, I'll repeat what his dear mother said. It would take a miracle to find my son innocent, and she was right. Almost as right as Michael Jackson. Do you think Michael Jackson is getting a divorce?
Do I think Michael Jackson is getting a divorce? Yes.
Okay. Do you think his marriage was a sham that I predicted 12 weeks ago when he was married?
Yes, it was a sham. Of course it was.
Why would you get a divorce so soon, though? I mean, is he that stupid to realize even if he's arguing with the young lady or doesn't love her, why doesn't he at least hang out for a year and make it look some legitimacy in the marriage?
Because his mind is probably thinking of young boys.
Well, maybe so. All right, listen, thank you very much for your call. We're going to go to the next caller. Hey, bye-bye. 344-6800, you're live here at New Jersey Open Mic. Hello.
Hey, RJ, how you doing tonight?
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Memora.
Memora, okay. What's on your mind?
I was hearing about you getting married, pal. Where's that going to be at?
In Philadelphia. I shouldn't have mentioned it. My big mouth. It's going to be in several months off. Engaged.
We're at the Philadelphia Zoo?
Yes. You're invited, sir, because we're going to let you out of your cage that day. Goodbye. 344-6800. They'll have a field day with my engagement. Okay, seriously, just a couple things we want to, first of all, talk about Randall Cunningham. Now, Skip, do you think Randall